The UN is warning it will be forced to cut food assistance for millions of people in dozens of nations because of declining donations. Experts are worried this will exacerbate the already growing problem of hunger worldwide. Lana has more on this. Lana?
This is a tremendous problem because according to the UN, about 735 million people faced hunger last year. Now that breaks down to nearly 10% of the world's population. And these numbers are even higher when you factor in those who lack adequate or healthy food. That number accounts for nearly 30% of humanity. Now, these numbers have been consistently high over the last 2 years of data, and they represent a major increase during the global pandemic. In fact, 122 million more people faced hunger in 2022 than before the pandemic. The UN said it effectively set the world's progress back to 2015. Now, that's the year that countries committed to a new plan to end world hunger. And of course, where people are facing hunger is also not equal. 20% of the African population is facing hunger. 9% is in Asia. Latin America is 7%. And that's actually the only place that made significant progress last year, specifically in South America. And the UN cites factors like the pandemic and the Ukraine war as factors that slowed progress to end global hunger. Both caused food shortages, raised prices, and created difficulty in transporting goods to areas that desperately need food. Almost 600 million people are expected to be chronically undernourished in 2030, and that's about 20% more than would have been if the pandemic or war in Ukraine hadn't happened. The UN is urging world leaders to prioritize humanitarian funding that will help stop the current crisis from escalating. And of course, you can also fight hunger globally by donating to the World Food Program or in your community through your local food bank.